Welcome to this video of City Car Driving Simulator. Today we have a Volvo FH to drive around in, a model that was released maybe 3 days prior to this recording. The model seems very well done. I do believe, or I do have reasons to believe, that it was taken from Euro Truck Simulator 2, because I don't know any other game that features this vehicle and this exact model, and I do believe it's quite a task to model this from scratch. So as you can see, the interior very well done. We have the parking brake light on, and as you will see later, also the daytime running lights, regular lights and fog lights. A few visual glitches. As you can see in the corner bottom left, you can see the road through the door. I don't see this as too much of a problem, only because once again this model was only released 3 days ago to recording this, and it's only expected that there will be a few visual bugs or glitches. However, overall this model was very pleasant to drive. Acceleration wise, I don't expect this vehicle to accelerate like most of the other cars I've driven, because of course it's a large vehicle, it's a truck, and so handles differently altogether. I think that the producer of this mod did that very well. Although this truck can reach speed, it doesn't do it nearly as quickly as a car would on this game. The handling handles very well. I enjoyed driving this. It was a pleasure. I had no problems. Problems such as the brake sticking on some vehicles. I've had problems where the steering doesn't feel natural. But however, on this truck, on this Volvo, it was completely fine. I had no problems driving it, no problem steering it. I did mount the curb a few times, and that's only because what you're seeing, this gameplay, was my first time driving this in city car driving, and so it did take a little bit getting used to, only because of the width and the height of the vehicle. And so usually when I'd made a turn, I would usually cut it a little too tight. And let's not forget also, this is quite a long vehicle. This is my first commentary on a city car driving video, and it won't only be city car driving videos that will contain commentary. I will also begin commentating on my American Truck Simulator series and my Euro Truck Simulator 2 series. I think as much as, well, let's say for Euro Truck Simulator 2 at least, visually when driving around, thanks to pro mods, there's quite a bit to take in, where there's new roads, new signs, in general a more realistic experience when driving around Europe. However, I think it's missing one thing, and it feels empty without this one thing, and I've stalled here, and that is commentary. Now I know some prefer commentary and some prefer do not. Some prefer no commentary, and I would prefer feedback so I can engage with the feedback and decide whether to include commentary on my videos or not, because as for me, it's not a problem. This specific commentary here, this was recorded after I made this gameplay that you're seeing now, and it's only because I did record this live with commentary. Well, not this specific video, another video with this vehicle, and unfortunately that didn't go to plan, just due to the way the sound works in this game. It's a bit funny. When you begin to go really fast, the pitch just kind of it just goes a little too high, and so a lot of what I was saying was unable to be heard due to that. But I have found another way around it, and so my upcoming American and Euro Truck Simulator videos will both have live commentary. As a matter of fact, no they won't. The ones after will have live commentary. I think I'm a bit 50-50 on live commentary and, you know, recording the commentary after the gameplay. You know, it's beneficial on the one hand because I'm talking there and then. So, you know, anything that happens, such as this idiot here, I can react there live there and then. However, and this did happen the last time I was recording this very vehicle, what happened was, as I was talking, the driving became just a little too relaxed, you know, whereas usually my focus would solely be on driving. It was now on driving and talking, and so my focus wasn't all there. However, it's not a big problem. It was not a major setback. It was still, you know, I still enjoyed the drive. Also, I was thinking an idea for live commentary would be, you know, you guys could leave me a topic. So anything that you'd like my opinion on, or like me to talk about, or if there's something you'd like to know about me, feel free to comment it, and, you know, as soon as I can, I shall reply. And another thing, requests. I am taking requests for games. If there is a specific game you'd like to see me play, or if there's a specific mod you'd like to see me use within the games I play, I will be happy to cater to that. However, for example, on my Euro Truck Simulator 2, I am doing my profile, I'm using ProMods mod. For example, if I had to use a mod that could not be or is not compatible with ProMods, unfortunately I will not be able to use that mod because ProMods will remain throughout this series. ProMods is a bit of a strange thing. Not that it's strange itself, just the fact that it's something that once you used it, oh no, that's very unfortunate. Unfortunately, that pedestrian was just knocked over by the bus. As I was saying, with ProMods, once you use it for a few months and go back to vanilla Euro Truck Simulator 2, the vanilla version seems extremely boring, very boring and dull. And it's not really, you know, I mean, yes, there are, you know, I'm not going to mention any specific places, but there are places where the atmosphere and the roads and whatnot are very dull and not as realistic as they could be compared to other places, such as the places they've included in their DLCs. France, for example, southern France. Now, again, if I was asked to remove that, I would not be able to. But that's cemented in the series. That's going to remain. And any other mods, map mods that I can use with ProMods, I will, such as Ross map, which is also being used. There is another map called Project Balkans. The only reason I'm not using that right now is because it is not yet compatible with the latest ProMods, the latest Euro Truck updates, and the latest Rust map update. However, as soon as that is done and it is up to date, I will install it as soon as possible. And I do not know how I just missed a collision. The car I did not hit, and this blue truck I did not hit. How I missed out on both of them, I don't know, but I'll take it. I think with city car driving videos, I prefer to record them live. I think on any, actually I think I prefer it on any video, to be honest. I did say I was 50-50, however, well, let's say for city car driving, I can live review, as a, you know, right now, this hasn't, you know, admittedly, this has not been a complete live review of this vehicle. And that's really only because, I mean, I did give my opinion, and I did say what I had to say about it, and to be honest, there's really not much more except the commenting what happens on the roads as we watch it. So, and that's one thing why recording live is better, because I'd be having more things to say concerning the vehicle. But also another thing is that this is my first commentary on this video. I've only had my voice on one video, and that's my most popular one, which I recorded back in 2013. This very month actually, so it's exactly 4 years ago, I believe. No, I do prefer to record live, I guess, because like I said, I mean, I've given my reason for this game, but even Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator, I think it would just bring a little more to the ride. I mean, I do have the scenery and I do have all these amazing roads to drive through thanks to the Promos team, but I think just talking as I drive, it would just give it that little more oomph. And as for this part of driving, this was not scripted, however, I decided to just see how fast it goes. I mean, this was a truck on city car driving, you know, whatever. I thought, well, let me just push it, see how far we can get. Very congested roads. I don't know how I managed to not scratch another vehicle, but again, I'll take it. 150, 153, 154, 5, 6, 7, 8, 160, 163 or 164, one of them, 163 or 164, not too bad. I don't unfortunately own a Volvo FH in real life, and so I'm unable to tell you how fast it really goes, but might have been a little too fast. I am aware that these trucks or lorries do hold a lot of horsepower, but to push it that fast, I am not too sure, to be very honest with you. We'll just have to wait and see if Volvo FH push to its limits. I do hope the sound is fine. Please let me know if there's any problems with the audio, whether it's the game audio, whether it's too loud or too quiet, my microphone, me talking, am I talking too loud, am I talking too quietly, would you like to hear more of the game or would you like to hear more of me? Anything that can benefit you watching, and that was not very smart. This driver's been quiet. I've been dealing with a lot of, I don't know how to describe these drivers, lots of idiots. Let me leave you at that. I've been dealing with a lot of idiot drivers this cruise. As I was saying, any feedback you give me is just beneficial to you watching my next video. You know, if I'm doing something wrong in your eyes and you know you correct me, then you'll see that correction in the next video and you will enjoy that video. So any feedback is beneficial for both you and I, so please do make sure to leave that if you can. Also, a like, a dislike, and preferably why you've liked or disliked. I'm not going to sit here and beg for likes. It's completely up to you, as long as you let me know why you've disliked the video and even why you've liked the video, so that I can then make improvements for my next video. It's coming to the end now. As I said, it was a pleasure driving this vehicle. No problems, literally no problems. I know I mounted the curb here and there, but again, that was just due to the sheer size of the vehicle and the length and the width and any other excuse I can pull up my sleeve really. A bit of visual glitching on the screen, that's alright. As I said, there's still things to be patterned out and corrected. And that is it. As you can see, a very nice model, very detailed both inside and outside. Very big well done to the producer of it. Thank you for watching this video. Again, like if you liked, dislike if you disliked, check out my other videos. Thank you and peace.